Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Once again, this is Adai. For those that do not know who I am, today's video will be all about Pat McGrath eyeshadows. I have never ever used Pat McGrath's cosmetics, and I definitely have heard a lot about her cosmetic line, about her products, and of course about herself, who she is. She's a makeup artist. She typically does a lot of runways, magazines, so she's a huge makeup artist. She seems to be a very humble, down to earth person, and that is the number one thing I admire about her. Like I mentioned earlier, I have heard a lot about herself as a makeup artist and also about her cosmetic line, and to be honest, I haven't been drawn to her shadows. They look nice, I'll give you that. They look beautiful, but the price point is the one that has me a little bit, should I get it? Should I not get it? Makes me think twice. So I believe her, let me search it up so I throw facts of her price point, the price point of her eyeshadows. So these palettes that she has, they have 10 different shades in each palette, and their price point is $125. Yeah, for me that is I have thought about it. You know what, I'm gonna purchase it, but when I see the colors, I'm like, do I really need them? Do I have them? I don't want, to pour out $125 out of my bank account and these products just to be the same thing as everyone else. But I came across Sephora, and in Sephora they had this little kit of her products. It was, I think, 48, almost $50 plus tax and all, so it's like 50 something dollars, and I thought it was a good deal because not only did it come with an eyeshadow palette, but it came with the mascara, which I don't think I'm going to use because I only use waterproof mascara because my lashes are straight AF. And also it had this little shimmery thing, which it sold me. This was actually the reason why, besides the eyeshadows, but the reason why I was like, okay, let me splurge. The containers are small. It's a small little palette, but I figured to start off with something like that, and if I fall in love with this product, then I will definitely purchase the other palettes. And what I like about this small palette is the fact that it has nice colors and very usable colors. I'm going to clean underneath my brows with my concealer. The concealer, I'm using it only to clean underneath my brows. I'm not going to use it as my base. I want to make sure that I get the best out of this palette, these eyeshadows, so I'm going to use eyeshadow base. This is like the best concealer brush ever. Okay, there is one brow. And to blend it out. Okay, after we have that going on, I'm going to use my P. Louise in the number 2. So for my regular going to work makeup, I usually start with my face. I do foundation, contour, highlight, all of that before my eyeshadow. Because for my shadow, I keep it very soft when I go to work. Just blending it, just like that. So basically for this video, you guys will be looking at my first impressions. Okay, so I'm going to do a halo eye. I'm going to start off with, do they have names? So first I'm going to grab this fluffy semi-flat brush. So I'm going to start off with the lightest color, which is the brown. I'm going to see if they have names, and if they do, I'm going to list them right over here. Okay, so as you guys can see, I blew on it because there's quite a lot of fallout. Okay, oh my gosh. Pigment come through. Now let's see how it blends. And if you blend, does all the pigment just leave? Or does it get patchy? I'm looking at it. It's getting a tiny bit patchy right over here, but no biggie. I definitely love this color. This color is beautiful. Right over here. Pigment is there for sure, and it's blending very nicely. When I'm blending, it literally feels creamy. So now let me review it. As a makeup artist, you are for the most part time, so you want to get things done very quickly. And for me, if I'm there trying to get the pigment out of a color, it's just not going to work for me. It's going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort from my part in order to bring out pigment. So the way that this applied on me, and usually on myself I take longer than on my clients, it applied seamlessly, quickly. And I'm using Caramel from Anastasia. I have to go and give some transition onto that. And then just to add some more dimension, I'm going to add a little bit of that black to create some depth. I'm seriously impressed with the pigment and the way that it feels. It feels buttery. Now I'm going with that purpley, with this purpley shade. I'm going to use my ring finger to apply it. For some reason I thought it was not going to show up purple on here. It was just going to mix in. Off camera, as I was done with this, I am like, I want to use that shimmery texture that came with the kit. I'm just gonna throw a little bit dusted off on top of the eyeshadow without taking from it. So we're done with the shadow. Let's go on with the rest of the face. My face is already moisturized. Now I'm just gonna add my primer. This is a primer that I love ever since I tried it. As you guys can see, I upgraded. If you follow me, I had the travel size. Press it. Now I'm going to do foundation. Blending everything together. Concealer in the shade Ginger. We want to cover up the late nights and the early mornings. Blend with the beauty blender. Let's get that situated. Now I'm going to contour. I'm going with my powder. I'm still baking a little bit, so while that is happening, I'm going to add some shadow underneath. I'm going to contour. I'm using Laguna from NARS as my bronzer. It's such a beautiful color. I'm going to use also a little bit of Marc Jacob bronzer. I've been using it quite a lot. Get some blush. I'm going to apply lipstick on. Did I bring? I'm going to line up my lip with this brown from Italia. Lipstick from Armani. I'm going to use Lava Lashes in the style Angelic. So pretty. Lash. no lash. So this is the makeup look that we created with the one and only Pat McGrath Labs palette. Let's have a little bit of a recap of my overall thoughts about the Pat McGrath shadow palette. I have to be completely honest. At first, I was extremely skeptical. I'm like, okay, what can this eyeshadow palette be out of this world that it has to cost $125? Honestly, just thinking it was a hype because, once again, like I mentioned earlier, Pat McGrath is an amazing makeup artist. She is just out of this world, so I get it why the hype would be really high. It was very fast and very blendable, felt creamy, it felt like butter. And now I'm thinking, if this is how all her shadows are, I definitely want them all and will definitely invest in them and pay that price for her shadows. I really hope this video was helpful for those that are interested on the Pat McGrath Labs palettes, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked what you've seen today. And of course, I would love for you to subscribe. Make sure you press that notification bell for future videos because I am thinking of doing some more giveaways in the future and I don't want you guys to miss out. With that being said, bye. Hasta luego. Peace.